It's just such a pain trading this. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna pick some up too. I was doing some analysis, so I updated some of the stuff on the site for the data. As far as like the not back test, the back test is fine. It's more for the like the passing evals. So how I had it before was I had it set up to just run concurrently for every year. So it never stopped. So it wasn't that it wasn't accurate. It's still, it basically didn't adjust anything, but what I did was to make it like way accurate. Well, I'll show you. It's just more dialed in. It doesn't actually affect anything like, but what I did was it tells you, so say you started like, say, because this one was like 2 months or whatever. It was a very, it was from June to March, or well, June to the end of the year. So like you look at 2025, right? All the evals start at the first of the year, right? So if basically 2025 starts at the beginning of the year, it runs concurrently. So basically once one passes or fails, it starts a new one on the next day. And so it'll basically, if it runs over, so like if your last eval started in like November or like December, it will say, okay, like, or here, say last eval ran from September to January 2026. So it ran through to next year. So I figured with this, you can get a more accurate, more look at it. Didn't really change the window, and I also added no DLL and DLL, so you can actually see like with it. Doesn't really change much. But yeah, so out of the 7 years, 1, 2, 3, 4, only 4 failures. Hey, what's going on? So that's what's kind of, I figured like this is, you know, it's not that it's more honest. It's just more of like, if you started January 1 trading, then that's how many evals you would pass in that 1 year. And then this is what the carryover is. So then you can see exactly how many failures per for 50K, risking, you know, whatever amount. Yeah, so this is on the site now. Like you can just go to the website and it's on here now. You can see this is for everyone. This is free for everyone. So you just pick your account size, like 100K, and you just pick your risk tolerance, your risk profile, and then it'll tell you how you did in the past, how it did like as in time, and then the actual data of like the, you know, how it traded, the yearly data, and then it just has everything kind of comparing everything. This is like your, you know, comparing all the risk profiles. Oh, what are you confused about? Well, it's so if you have like a 250K, like $1,000 is not, you know, it's not risky. It's in the risk tolerance. Yeah, so you just pick the account size. Obviously, like this is, you know, super risky. But if you go to 250K, you know, now you're kind of in the norm, because would be for like an A plus setup would be like closer to the 1,000. A B would be like 800, and C would be like 6. You know, it scales down. And if you do the one, you know, same thing, you know, it's gonna get, as you go lower and lower, it's gonna get riskier and riskier. So that's, so if you go to here, obviously, you know, it goes up, you know. It just kind of depends on, you know, how you want to trade it. So yeah, and then it's like I said, like this is using the DLL, and this is with and without, and you can do the past 2 years as well if you want to use it. You don't want to use the whole data if you don't care. But yeah, this is for everyone. This is free on the site. But yeah, so I figured that's just a little more honest. For the 100K or 250, if you do like set the full 7 years, 1,000. Oh, what am I on? Yeah, I mean it's just based on the data. So like for the 100K, because for my 250K, I have it at like 850 for my 250. Well, that's because it's funded. But like I would say like the 650, that's like probably like a little too weak. I would say these two between 650. I mean, the 650, that's only 4 failures. That's really good. It is. I mean, it's a little risky. I mean, out of 59 evals, 23 failed with 1,000 max for the $1,000 risk. With 650, 85%, only 4 failures. I mean, this is only 32 failures. I mean, 12 failures. Yeah, it's gonna be around $1,000. It's not gonna be like a hard cutoff. So sometimes it'd be over 1,000 by a little bit. It's not gonna get like out of hand. It's not gonna be like 1,500. So it'd be like maybe 1,200, maybe 1,100 would be the absolute like max, depending on the stop loss. If the stop loss was a bit tighter, like if it's too big, then it's just gonna cap you. It's gonna be probably less than 1,000. It's gonna round to whatever makes sense without like going over, or try not to go over. I mean, then it's not linear. Wait, someone, what is your drawdown? So yeah, because you're using CFD, right? Or you're using like not futures, because we don't have it's not set to like, okay, the easiest way to look at this is just go off the drawdown, because for us it doesn't work like that. We only have like 60, like for like my 250K, I only have 6,500 drawdown. So that's what this is based off of. So if you look at the $1,000 for the 100K, you just go down here, and then okay, that's what the max drawdown is. You just go off that. Yeah, so this is using prop firms. So if you don't care, then just ignore these numbers, because it's going off the like what the prop firms need. But like, if you're just going off drawdown, then you can say, okay, $1,000, this is what the drawdown is, the max drawdown for over the 7 years. So you'll never even get close to that. Honestly, then you probably can go higher. But then this is what the return was for that time. So you see like you never went over 10K. And obviously you can make 10K in a year. Yeah, and this is according to futures prop. This is for prop firms. So if you just go by the drawdown, yeah, 1,000 does not threaten your drawdown at all. It's like half of it. I'd even say like maybe like 1,500 maybe. I'm just kind of curious. I mean, that's if you want to push your drawdown to like the absolute, not absolute limit, but like if you want to get closer to it, like kind of be a little more risky. You try to pass it faster. Yeah, 1,000. Yeah, it'd definitely be safe for sure. Yeah, that's what I was like. If you're because we're working with a lot more drawdown than what we get, but I think you're well, kind of close. Something like that. There we go. There you go. Yeah. So if you do 1,500 as like the for like the A plus and stuff, you'll be pushing 8,500 as your max drawdown. But obviously your return is about $100,000 more. Still same win rate, same profit factor. So between 1,000 and 1,500, I would say that's kind of like the sweet spot. Anywhere between there. 1,500 probably be like kind of like pushing it, but anything below that, it's I think you're fine. How my chart looks weird. Are we rejecting? Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so this is kind of like the key, or not the key. This is kind of like the question: or is this going to be resistance? Are we going to bounce off this? Because this is kind of like if it shoots up, I mean, it's a straight shot up. Like what I'm actually hoping, like if like probably won't get a setup today. Like I don't think we will, but if we get one tomorrow, I think we could get in a good position where we can get if we get in this long, we're gonna be able to take this whole thing. Not, I mean, not the whole thing, but like to like these highs. Like we can get in a good position. Kind of let trend like trend flip, try to flip to what we need. Like if it bounces here, like we might be stuck in this little range here. But if then we can break out of here, then we can probably take. I mean, honestly, we could probably take out these highs. That'd be like that would be the run I would want to catch. Kind of the same thing happened yesterday where we broke out, came back, and then broke again. Too bad VWAP couldn't get into right position. Yeah, I'm getting real tired of this range, man. Oh yeah, and guys, I'm giving away 2 more evals. I'm still running my other giveaway for on my YouTube video. Giving away 3 there on the 24th, and then I am giving away 2 more. I still need to make a post about it, but it's on my Instagram. I'm giving away 2 more. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and check that out. So I'm curious to see if we're gonna tap into this FEG here. It would be kind of crazy if we inversed, but I think it already broke out. Oh wait, I think George was one of the winners. I think he won. I tagged you, so yeah, I think you won. Hmm? Did you enter it? Yeah, I'll show you the winners real quick. These are the winners. These are the 3 winners. I've contacted this person, and I just need these 2. Yep. So, yeah, we're kind of in a not a very good position. But like I said, what I want to happen, well, I mean, it's actually a very small orb too. That's another thing I've been seeing is the orbs have been super inconsistent. They'll be big, small, big, small. Like there's really no like which way. They're kind of wishy-washy. But like I said, this is what I want to see, and I'm kind of hoping is by tomorrow we get into where we need to be as far as trend, and then we just ride this thing up. That's what I want. Or that's what I would like to see. Like let it resist, let it like kind of figure out what it needs to do. Break, retest, like we can get the break and retest, and then be in this area, and then we flip trend, and then boom, we ride up to the previous week high. Hopefully above. So in this like we're in this bottom part of this like little mini range again. We had this massive run. What is it from? Yeah, from Monday, we've just been going up. Not really much pullback. Oh, really? quite interesting. That is quite interesting. That'd be interesting to see. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like the orbs have been kind of all over the place. Big, medium, small, big, small, small. Or I mean, just kind of compare like relative, how they look to the other ones. Like I said, this is like I don't think there's gonna be anything today. Like it doesn't like the really small orb, and we're kind of in a weird area. But if we could form and get into like a bullish trend, I think we can ride this market up, and it'll just be a good solid probably depending how far it goes on its own before we get back into get into it. But like we can get somewhere set up in here. We can ride this up and see if we can at least get to these highs. We know like this will be like the area of interest, and then see if we can start taking something and get out of this range. Like I hope it doesn't take to September to get out of it. Like I really hope not. But I think like whenever we get out of this range, it's gonna be like crazy. I think it's just gonna just go to the end of the year. And then like the beginning of the year is that's like was it January to April? It's just that's where all the money. That's where a lot of the money's made. I want to see something. Let me look at let's go to July. Kind of the same thing. This is July 2024. I wouldn't say it's the same. Kind of curious. I was just trying to go through the summer month, like the summer fall. Because what is October? Yeah, because this was April. Then it was the summer months, and then yeah, this is actually this is trendy. So this is the end of the year. This is where I kind of expect it to be kind of a little weird. And then this nightmare. Well, it's like honestly because it's like it started here. I would say like this is where it kind of like this is where because the trend like kind of officially ended there, and then we shot down, and then bounced up, and then kind of doing this. It's a little annoying. But that's trading. I mean, it's not all sunshines and rainbows. Yeah, I mean, markets always bounce back. I mean, it can't do this forever. Like, it's not. I don't think it's possible to do it forever. It'd be really, really bad. Then it'd be like, okay, just go to range trading. I'm just gonna trade the bottom and top of the range. This is like when I was trading Forex. This is like I would love this market. Would be like easy, like super easy for me to trade. Like because it's just how I always like would trade it. I would have been trading off the fib levels. But I mean, you never get this kind of market. Like, yep. Oh yeah, so I was doing some little bit of curiousness. I was just curious. So, like, take this with a grain of salt. I'm not saying to do this, but I was using like old data, but not old data. I was using 2026 data. So I was like, okay, what if I did it? I actually did two versions. I did 20 using like the backtest from the beginning, not excluding 2019 because it was very partial and not many trades. So I was like, okay, what if I started an account every Tuesday of a month? Would I pass like using the data? And it actually for 2026 and for the backtest, like starting in the beginning, I didn't actually do continuous. I didn't do like more than that. I just did like if I started every Tuesday for like a month, would I pass? And then they actually all passed. Like 2026 would have passed them all. Quite interesting. So basically, you just start one week, start second one the second week, start the third one the fourth week, or third week, and then the fourth one the fourth week, and just trade them like that. I mean, just copy trade them, obviously. Just do that with Lucid accounts. Just buy like a bunch of them. Eventually, they'll should pass. Oh, shit. I don't think it is. Yeah, because what I was thinking is just like do a bunch of accounts and just let my auto trader just like rip them. I'll just trade like my big account. Yeah, this is not super good. Like when it does rip to the top side, like when we do break this, it's going to be a nice run. Like we have all this to correct. No, well, not all this, but we have a good amount. Like we got some room. Oh, just go to settings, go to next. If you don't, if it like default, it just has the next, whatever the one's closest. And then this will be for both. Very simple. Very. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, this is the kind of market that tests your tests your well, one, patience, and two, how well you can follow your rules. Some people get that itchy finger. Nah, like I said, like this is like if I was like I said when I was trading like forex, this would be like beautiful. But like I was trading the 4 hour, so I like it. Basically when it came down to this range bottom here, I would enter and just. But I was wait for the whole. I'll wait for this whole move. But for us, this is not ideal at all. Well, I think because we're still like because like you have this big move, right? Like big move, and then trying to recover from the move. I mean, like I don't know. Say like you're even. Well, no, it didn't really break out. This is the first breakout right here. Yeah, we definitely can tap into this fair value gap here. Yeah, but like super small range. Yeah, let me see what the volume's like. What are the EMAs like? Yeah, pretty much. The only thing that's bearish is the 4 hour or 4 hour. Everything else is bullish. Daily, 1 hour, 30 minute, 15 minute. Let me see. I'll put it to 150. See. Okay, so we do the 150, like with if we set it to the indicator, 1 hour, 4 hour, everything. I mean, it's majority bullish. Point of control. Uh, volume's pretty good. What if we bounce off? Bounce off this level, like where these the support is. Like it would be nice was if we did this, if we just tap, didn't go, we didn't inverse it. I mean, it came up and we like worked, we grinded the rest of the day up, and then tomorrow we can break this and do that. Something like that. Yeah, looks like we're pushing down now. Nice retest there. Not a little bad break and retest trade, but still don't like where V up is. Even if I we were trying to take that. Unless we just blow through it. Probably give it to like 9:30 or like another 20 minutes. I don't think we're gonna get anything. Let's see if this FEG holds. Yeah, so that's what I was saying. If we do it ripping up to the top side, like this to be the area. This is a support level or your resistance level. Mm. But the fact that we had a failure, this is previous day high. We just kept bouncing. Failed breakout. Pretty much anyone that was trading this got cooked. Well, yeah, if you didn't wait for confirmation or full reversal. Oh yeah, don't forget if you're trying to get some evals. I think the Apex sale ends today. $50 all in. All right, do we retest orb again? How far? Man, it's pushing back up. Jesus. All right, back retesting orb. See if we close inside about 30 seconds. It's not a big surprise that we bounced off you up there. I mean, I think it barely closed an orb. Guess that'd still be a retest. If it breaks below, did it start in orb? How many points is this? Damn. If that was closer, that would have been valid. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you want me to kind of tell you what I see and what I think, there's other trades. Yeah, there's definitely other trades. Many other trades that I do see. Right now, kind of, it's kind of iffy. I don't like messing with view up. Like I said, view up can be literally a wall, or it could be like doesn't even matter. And it's so easy to get, be on the wrong side of it and just get cooked. Because if this was closer, if it was like up here, this would be valid. Because we closed back an orb, so the triggers reset. But the fact that we're not aligned with view up, that's what there's so many issue with this. With this, so we broke into orb, close, started in orb. So this is valid except for the view up and the distance. It's way too far. So if we were to close, like if view up was like up here, it would have been a valid setup. If we break through back into orb, I want to see how we do at a previous week high, like basically like kind of like the 200s. Because there could be the argument of like the midline break. Like if we can get a retest before it breaks out, and you could possibly take something like this. What I don't like is when they go rocket straight through without doing any type of pullback. So when you do this, you end up getting a deep pullback. Yeah, as of right now, I don't really like anything. I mean, obviously, like I like buys, but nothing's really like jumping out at me. This is a lot of rejection, a lot of rejection. I want to see the break of previous week, previous day high. But more than likely, with the orb being so small, it's probably gonna be a choppy day, unless we get like a really big push. I wouldn't mind seeing a choppy day though, so that way we can kind of compress and then get the expansion. Like if we keep if we keep doing this the rest of the day, and then we can it gives us kind of like the fuel. The price wants is gonna want to go somewhere. It can't stay compressed for very long. What is it like? Compression, manipulation, and then expansion, or I think something like that. That's what the one word is. Or consolidation. Sorry, consolidation, manipulation, and then expansion. It's the correct term. Using all those fun buzzwords. All right, we're breaking out again. We didn't even get the midline. Let's see, we got about 3 minutes left. Yeah, so if we come to previous day high and we don't break, it's gonna be a chop fest. Probably to the afternoon. Yeah, I want to see if this kind of flips flip screen, and like we get to up here or even break it. There's a good chance we start making the move. Because we didn't go very deep into the FEG. We barely kind of wicked it. Would be kind of crazy. I seriously doubt this happen. VWAP gets to like I don't know, like noon or something. VWAP ends up like here, and we end up just dumping. I don't see that happening, but then actually it would be a valid trade. Like we could actually get a setup like a late setup. Yeah, because we break. Yeah, I want to see this break the 200s. But like I said, with it being a super small orb, it's very kind of out of character for being that small. Is there what's going on tomorrow? Yeah, really not much news. I mean, there is news, but it's all London stuff. Yeah, Thursday's pre-market. What's today? Tuesday? Yeah, today's Tuesday. Yeah, there's really nothing. All right, see if we break it. All right, almost the midline. All right, midline. All the midline traders taken out. Nice if you break 200. Yeah, if we get like, obviously it's not gonna be a valid, but if you're looking to take something, definitely the buys are something I would definitely be looking at. If you're looking to take something kind of off menu. Because it definitely could push. Yeah, let's say where this support line is. Just need to basically break the high. Well, obviously it breaks out of the range. And this is just, it kind of showcases why we don't take trades against VWAP. Because this could definitely happen very easily. It can like honestly just blow through it, but I feel like this is like more than, more often than anything else, you're gonna end up, it's gonna end up being some type of wall. And that's why I don't like dealing with it. Because there's times where it just kind of blows through it. I see if we close above 200 here. I'd like to see a retest of either previously higher 200s here. I don't know if we'll get it, but a little bit of bounce up to 200. I was wondering if it's gonna be one of those days where it does try to break out to the top side and just gonna lose all type of all the volume's just gonna die out, but right when it breaks out, just like kind of slowly grind up. So the TR means trans bull, so it's transitioning to bull. So what that means, it's just going to be an early confirmation of trend. So it's like we're entering a little bit early on the trend. ST means strong, so it'd be strong bull, strong bear. I had the whole I had it like say the whole thing, but it was just like made it super wide and was like so yeah. So TR is transitioning bull or bear, and then ST is strong. Yeah, transitioning we just made it way too wide. Like normally I have the small dashboard, but like for streaming and for you guys to make sure you can see everything clearly. So right now, this scenario, it could really only take buys because we're in a weak bear market or weak bear trend. So if this were to flip, if this was strong, it can basically go to either side. And then for transitioning, it can go to for transitioning bull. It can if it was the trend, it could take that because it's just the early trend, or weak or strong bull. It can take those to the top side. So this scenario, it's not going to be a valid trade to the top side, but if you want to take it, if it is possible. It's not a horrible trade. I think it could make this make the run up here to like the 700s. I would like to see it like pull back a little bit though. A lot of confirmation here. So like we got the pull back to VWAP and then a strong push up. We tapped into this for our fair value gap here, and we definitely got some room to go up. And we're this is gonna be like we're gonna be inside this part of the next part of this range here, pushing. This is like kind of like the like middle range. All right, we're getting that pullback. Curious to see if we tap this 5 minute fair value gap here. Yeah, I'll give it a little more time to see if we could get that breakout, and I can see if there's gonna be something going on. As far as obviously it's not gonna be valid, but I can at least say what price could possibly do. Curious to see because obviously we need to break this high. It's the top of the orb, obviously, but I want to see this high, see if it we hold or not. Like I said, I did want to see this get tested. See if we inverse or not. Possible to do like a little wick action, wick to wick, close that gap. I wouldn't put it past it like to have a double like a failure on both sides, just because how the market's been lately. But it seems like going to top side makes more sense. All right, we were testing it. All right, pushing in back into it. So let's see if we hold this level or not. All right, push it back down. See if we fill that gap completely. All right, let's see what this looks like with the fib levels here. 2.8 or 3.82 level, very shallow pullback. All right, see how we close. Definitely looking like buys are on the table. Let's see, we get a strong closure here. Yeah, it's like definitely looks like it could definitely go up. How much time's left? 4 minutes. A lot of time. Let me turn this. Volume's definitely dying out. Just a little bit below. All right, bounced off top side of orb there. Let's see if it gets that push in the last minute. Like I said, it's going to be invalid, but if you were looking to take it, I mean, like I said, it could possibly work. But you know, from this movement, it looks pretty good. Looks like we might correct. If price were to come to the bottom side, we are theoretically in range to take a sell. That's a big if there. I seriously doubt price is gonna come down. Looks like we're definitely coming out of the top out Definitely coming out of the top side.